Hi, Russ Hatler again. This time I want to focus on the steps an aspiring writer would go through to become a member of this website. I suspect many readers are writers in waiting, waiting for the spirit to move them, waiting for their story to come together, waiting until they feel like they have something worthwhile to say. You know how you become a writer? You write something. Whether you're a long-time frustrated reader who wants to try out your writing skills, or a novice fresh out of school ready to join the ranks of seasoned pros, here's how you can best use this website to your advantage. You, gentle snowflake, would go to www.sli-enterprises.com and wait for the Someday Writer Wannabes frame on the slider. When it swims into view, click anywhere in the frame, and you'll be magically transported to the Budding Young Writers entry portal. The first button you see on the Budding Young Writers entry portal is labeled Getting Started. Click on the button. You'll be taken to a page with two buttons. The top button is labeled Register/Sign In as an author. Click on the button. You'll be whisked away to a page labeled Register/Sign In. If you've already joined the website as a reader, you don't need to register again. Just make sure you're logged in and fast forward down to create an author profile. For brand newbies, scroll down to the Register New Account section and fill in the blanks. For your username, please fill in your email address. Your email address is the key we use to track your activity throughout the system. It's really important that your email address be correct and unique. For one thing, if you ever forget your password, that's where we'll send it if you ask nicely. Type it in again in the email field. Put in your first and last names. Choose a password. Type it in. Type it in again. Make sure the author button is selected for your subscription level. It's free. Click on the register button. That's the whole thing. Now you're a full-fledged member. The new writer I'm going to register is named George Sand. Her email address is george, george.a.sand @gmail.com. And her password is capital A URORE. Click on the login button. And we're home free. But we aren't done yet. Here's where the readers start up again. Next, we have to create an author profile. You'll be surprised to learn that I've created a worksheet for Ms. Sand. I'll tile the browser window so you can see the author profile worksheet window. X out of the register window. Now we're back to getting started. Click on Create Author Profile. It's free. You'll be magically transported to a page labeled Author Profile. Fill in your first name, middle initial, and last name. I'll fill in George. A. Sand. I have a bio for George on my magic worksheet. I will copy and paste. For the author's photo, locate a JPEG file that has a good likeness of you and click Choose File. Ms. Sand's sketch is a mite androgynous. It certainly captures the essence of the person who was described thus by Ivan Turgenev. What a brave man she was, and what a woman. Make sure your picture is 512K or smaller. I will choose Ms. Sand's picture, and it's 152K, and I will open it, and now I'll upload the picture, and voila! The author's profile is in the can. And that's the whole thing for all you brash, young, ambitious pretenders to the authorial throne. It ain't easy being a writer, but it is rewarding. If you don't mind your rewards masquerading as criticism, if you don't mind dwelling in dire straits while you eke out a meager living waiting tables and dashing off hopeful limericks for the Reader's Digest, if you don't mind suffering the slings and arrows of an outrageous and woefully unenlightened public. But I digress. All this philosophizing has made me thirsty. Anybody want to join me for a brewski? Cheers.